What is the proportions of the world populations that lives in less developed countries? The answer of this question, we can also refer to the text and check the paragraph in which we can find the answer. The paragraph number 3, from line 13 to 14 of the text, it is said that over 90% of this growth, meaning that of the population growth, is occurring in developing countries where 75% of the world populations already lives, meaning that the proportion is that 75% of the world population lived in less developed countries. And here the answer is that the proportions then of the world population who lived in the developing country is 75% of the world's populations lived in less developed countries. Questions number 3. Give 2 drawbacks of population growth in developing countries according to the text. Give 2 drawbacks of population growth in developing countries according to the text. Then here, if we take the text, the last paragraph of the text, this explains the drawbacks related to the population growth. And the last but one paragraph also, then they use an illustrations in order to explain the drawbacks of the population growth, taking an examples of a family or a father who has 10 acre of land, and if he has, for example, 10 children and divide the acre of land into 10, each child will have an acre of land, and if each child has an acre of land and divide it into 10 parts, because he may have, for example, 10 children, this poses the problem of the land, meaning that the problem of land is a drawback. And also the last paragraph referring to it, the lack of natural resources, yes, because this lack of natural resources is a serious problem. If we don't have natural resources which can be helpful for many people, and we have a population growth, this poses also a problems, okay? And also a problem of infrastructure. This is another situation, and also problem of housing and schooling or sanitary or sanitation facilities, roads, and unemployment. The answer that we can give simply to this question asking to give 2 drawbacks of population growth in developing countries is first, the lack of farming land, and second, the unemployment. Okay. The lack of farming land and unemployment, and unemployments are 2 drawbacks of population growth of populations growth in developing countries. Okay, so this is what we can say as far as the big one. Okay, comprehension vocabulary is concerned. Okay, here, and the true or false statement. The open-ended questions. Well, to make a summary of it here, it is asked first to give the impact of medical and technological advances on childhood disease, and the answer is medical and technological advances reduced death from childhood disease. And number 2, it is asked to know the proportions of the world's population that lives in less developed countries, and the answer is that is 75% of the world population lives in less developed countries. And question number 3, give 2 drawbacks of population growth in developing countries according to the text. And here, the lack of farming land and unemployment are 2 drawbacks of population growth in developing countries according to the text. Now we are going to deal with the big 2, the structure practice.